Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Hey, Justin, how are you? Um, the starting earlier, so people will have to watch it or catch up. Um, Went yesterday. Let's see, I'll probably say it more than once, but I should have brought them. The controller that I wanted to buy for 9,000 baht off of Lasada came in a package this big, and it was a little notebook, maybe 4 pages thick, maybe worth 2 baht. And the battery for 35,000 baht that I bought was in a box this big, and it had the little plastic ones that actually have battery contacts on the top, but empty. 4 of those plastic boxes in there, so maybe worth 20, 30 baht anyway. So it's in dispute. Should know today. I mean, it's a no brainer for Lasada, but they take 2 days to evaluate. So yesterday, the reason that I'm saying this, hey Nikki, is he's been coming. He came yesterday with 4 guys. Then I hope you're doing well. And they started to make smooth, and they put in the steel so it's ready for the solar panels. So yesterday, the solar man came over about 2 in the afternoon, and he said my wife said there's a solar place in Buriram. He's been there. We went there, and it's a big solar place. So I was trying to find the panels have to be below 50 volts each, because it's at 500 max, and they're all 50.8, 51, blah, blah, blah. The cheap panels there were 50.52. So I could only run 9 panels. So what I ended up doing was buying 775 watt instead of 560, 7 panels that cost me about 4,000 baht more than I wanted to spend, but they're 20-year warranty. And I bought the controller from him, 6.2 kW. There, I paid about 2,000 baht more for the controller. Then he gave me a bunch of stuff off. Needless to say, we bought the stuff to mount to the roof, the panels, the controller, and 2 batteries. So I got two 100 amp hour. So I'm 100 amp hours less than I was, and I'm right about at the same price, about 85,000 baht for the solar system installed. But by the time he's going to help me out putting it all together, and then it was 5,000 baht to mount all the tracking and stuff on the roof and mount the panels, which he's going to do today. He's going to come over this morning, go over some stuff with Toon, who is the nephew, and then he's going to go take my truck, go and get the panels, the controller, the batteries, and everything, come back and put the panels on the roof today. And then the nephew ought to probably be pretty close to, well, no, he won't, but he'll have maybe a quarter or half of the making it smooth. Hey, Brock, how you doing? Done. So what I'll do is I'm letting my wife take my 12 or whatever 14, I don't know, my newest GoPro, and I'm taking old Betsy here that has rubber bands holding it together, but the microphone works great. It's a 10, 9, no 9, I don't know. Anyway, it works fine. So I'll have a video out, part 5, I think, this afternoon. So so I figured I'm just sitting here. Let me go ahead and start it half hour early, and surprise people. and so I'm looking forward to it. So basically, to give anybody a kind of, here's where the budget pretty much is right now. It's about at, or what it's looking like it's going to cost. Like he didn't figure out how many bags of concrete he was going to need to make it smooth, and he wasn't too accurate on his estimate of how much the material was going to be. The labor was the labor. That's all figured in. But right now, I figured it out. Was it last night? Changed it into another different book that wasn't all screwed up. And basically, what it's looking like, unless a bunch of stuff changes. Now, this is also to bring from the street to the garage the grid power, from the garage to my man cave here, and tie in the man cave and the pond, and increase the wire size so that when we build the 2-bedroom house on the other side of this wall, we'll have enough juice to do the one air conditioner, the fans and plugs and stuff inside that house where my mother and father-in-law will live. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Um, so basically, to build that whole building, like I said, that roof isn't the best. It isn't the best construction in the world, but it's going to be there well after my great grandkids are gone. So about 125, 130,000 baht, which I think is just ridiculously cheap. And like I said, the solar looks like it's going to come in about 85. So around 205, 210,000 baht for the 21 by 21 garage, a 6.2 kW solar system, extra wiring from the street to the garage, from the garage to here, and all the extras for extra metal. I mean, like I said, I put down every dime. I gave him 1,000 baht bonus the other day. I even put that in here. That was money I spent. So he didn't charge me. He didn't charge me anymore for. I don't know if you remember. When I measured it, the damn thing was going to be too small for my freaking truck. So we moved the front wall out and the back wall out, and so it would fit. Well, that was actually quite a bit more work, both in block and in steel and everything else. So he just kind of, well, you do things for me, blah, blah, blah. So I still wanted to give him something. He's been working hard. He's been doing, even a drunk, he's been doing a good job. He had 4 guys here yesterday. So that's why I'm starting a little bit earlier. He's been getting here like 8:15, 8:30. Before it was like he pushing 10, maybe. And the solar man will be here this morning, go over a bunch of stuff with him, and then, like I said, he'll take my truck. It's about 20 minutes in Buriram, but it's only 20 minutes from here. It's like halfway, right where Buriram starts and Surind ends. And guy was a really nice guy. We went back and forth, and I decided, you know what? Maybe I could have saved a couple extra 1,000 baht. Just wasn't worth it. He's going to get it everything that we need. I've got everything else that I need here to put the solar system together. He's going to get some wire. The size of the wire that I got was what the manufacturer of the controller said was needed, which was 12s. He said 10 would be better. It's a little bit bigger wire for anybody that doesn't know. But anyway, so a little bit of that, maybe a couple thousand extra baht. But I'll know exactly what it's going to be. But I mean, if like I said, if you, just you and your wife, your significant other, Thai lady, obviously, and you've got a place and all that kind of stuff, and maybe you have kids, maybe you don't have kids, but if you can kind of, someone like Kenny or like Craig, something like that. If they're paying 1,500, 2,000 baht a month, it'd be zero. Pretty much zero with that little system. And it's the simplest thing to install. And I'm going to document it pretty good. Like I said, I'm not going to get up on the roof and put down racking and pick up, 75-pound panels and, try to get them into place. No, just pay somebody to do it. But even paying somebody to do that, paying somebody to do a lot of the electrical wiring stuff, it's still under 100,000, and that's 200 amp hours of battery, which will basically take about maybe 12, 14 hours of a couple thousand watts, which means if you were down and you can regulate maybe one air conditioner in your living room, your refrigerator, a couple of lights, a fan, and you'd have all night long basically. Or if the power's out for 12 hours, you're set. So it's a no-brainer for me, but again, it's all relative to what money you have or you don't have. But rather, some of the systems that I've seen, they'll sell you all the equipment to put it in for 130,000, 150,000. That's without batteries, and so it can be done. So I'm going to try to document it as close as I can in case somebody's watching or watches this down the road and is thinking about, well, I'm halfway handy, I could do it. It's not that bad. Like I said, if you cut it down to one battery, I think you could do it for probably near 65,000, maybe 70. So I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Let me see. So if you had 100,000 or 100 amp hour battery, which you could go about maybe an 8 hour outage or something, but you'd still be like close to zero if you're already paying like 2,000 baht a month. But if you could do it for 65,000 divided by, it's about 33 right now. That's $1,900. So I don't know. I don't know what the payback would be. In other words, like I said, I don't. It gives me, it jazzes me up to be able to sit and know that I'm not paying anything for electricity. So yeah, I got that the ability to do that on the kayak. I got the ability to do that in my trailer. I haven't got the we were at 14,000 baht in the house. That was with the kids and everything. When the kids were everything, cut it in half. It was about six. With just me and my wife and the in-laws, the lowest that we've got, I think, was 3,900. So we're dialing it in slowly but surely. Another battery would be helpful because I got 200 amp hours on each one of those. So maybe I'll do something about that. I don't know. But I still got U-Bahn to do, which I need to do because they're screwing me and putting the screws to me on not supplying me with electricity. Yeah, you want it? Pay 300,000 baht, and we'll put another transformer up on the pole out here. Why? Just me? All the neighbors? Who? So I ain't gonna be have someone hold a freaking gun to my head. I don't care who they are. So so I'm gonna put it in there because if I can put this system in there for under 100, I'd probably pay him to do it. So probably 100, and then I probably wouldn't have a bill there. With 6.2 or 6.5 kW, I probably wouldn't have a bill. Hey David, how you doing? Glad you could make it. My electric bill will be on the low side of 4,000. I'll be watching. Yeah, like I said, it's these panels that I bought were pricey, but I only had to buy 7 of them to get 6,000 watts because they're 700 and whatever they are. But they come with a 20-year warranty. So I figured, what the heck? And rather than buy something off of Lasada and have to fight if it breaks, the controller that I bought from him, it has a year warranty on it. The batteries have a year warranty on them, and the panels have 20-year warranties. So, and he's right here. He's 20 minutes away. So I said, you know what? It's not it. So right now, with me doing some of the work and my solar guy, I call him the electrician, doing setting the panels and bringing the wire down, the array wire down to me and help. He's going to build a board with a metal bracket on it, mount it to the wall, so I have a place to mount it, and then he's going to go over everything that I'm going to do mounting because I kind of like doing that. And like I said, it was still going to be, and that's with 200 amp hours. It's going to be 85, 90,000. I don't know. I think I pretty got it. I think it's going to be about 85, but I'll know exactly. But I think it's like I said, it's all relative to having Fazul, having the money. So if you have it, I think it's a no brainer because it's just puts a smile on my face, especially picking up this because I'm here a lot. The garage will be going. I'll be over there a lot, I hope, messing around with stuff and building that trailer, maybe working on some bikes and doing some stuff that I enjoy doing. You know, and the pond, uh, you know, it's going to take a big chunk of shit off of this system, 13 kW. And with the kids gone and mom and dad in the 2-bedroom house over here paying and having no electric bill, this house is going to be down. I'm gathering below 1,000, you know, or something, or maybe zero. We'll have to see, but I'll document that too. We'll see how that goes. But the install, I'm going to try to keep a camera on a tripod and just watch how simple it is. But if you go on YouTube and you look at these all-in-one inverters and beginner deals and that kind of stuff, it's like battery wire up to a breaker into the controller, the array into a breaker into the controller, 2 wires, grid power, 2 wires or 3 wires of ground into the controller. Your wire out to your little fuse panel, 2 wires or 3 wires, and that's it. And you turn the thing on. So I mean, and the ones off grid will run without a battery. So it's like anybody pretty much can do it. The only thing with the 48 volts, yeah, it can kill you. So you got to kind of keep in your mind, or you just have somebody else do it. But it's so easy. Like I said, if you're not hitched up to the battery until last, or you got it up to the breaker and the breaker's off, and you're doing all your stuff, and you're like me and you're a fanatic, and I bought insulated pliers, insulated screwdrivers, insulated gloves. Make sure I don't croak. But it, like I said, you could probably, depending on 4,000, I think um, you would still cut the living crap out of that, maybe down to nothing. It all depends. I run probably 2 air conditioners 24/7, because I'll leave. I switch between here and the bedroom and maybe go in the afternoon and take an old man nap and then back, so I leave both of these on. They pretty much, this one doesn't. It'll be off at night. Hey, Walt, how you doing? Glad you could make it. But yeah, so the solar system, like I said, it's not a top of the line deal. It's a power mister deal. It has a Wi-Fi. It has everything that I need. Uh, the breaker panel, I bought a little breaker box to do all that. Oh, Bear's here. And it's real simple. Like I said, this panel that they put together that I think cost 2,600 baht, so $60, has the main breaker for the battery, all the breakers for the array system, all the breakers for the power in, power out, the ground going to a grounding rod. Everything's right there. And I bought some Raceway stuff to make it look cleaner. But it's real easy. Like I said, if you're halfway mechanically inclined, you could put it together. Yeah, I don't know. From what I've heard, that right at 50 volts, it'll kill you. It can kill you. So I don't know. That's only what I heard, Brock. That's like the breaking point. Um, it's a kill you 1 out of 10 times, maybe. I don't know, but it can kill you. Hey, what's up, Logan? How you doing? Hope you're well, Jamie. Hope you're well. Nikki's going to bed. All right, Nikki. Thank you. As always, you're the best, man. But I don't know. That's only what I heard. So it always pays to err on the side of caution, because my luck. Dave said it was all right to go ahead and grab that 50 volts. It killed my wife, but I'm not going to do anything to him. He's a good bloke, but my wife's dead. But you know what I'm saying. I plead the fifth. Let's see. What is this? Thank you, Robert Mack. Been offline for a week. My ex-father-in-law passed away on his 90th birthday. Wow, a Buddhist week-long funeral. Yeah, that, man. It's Scott. Sorry to hear that, Scott. By the way, my father-in-law is 80, and he is he 80 or 90? I think he's 80, and he's getting a little forgetful more than me and stuff like that. And my wife is kind of flipping out a little bit, but I guess it happens to everybody eventually, right? But yeah, so looks like the building, the all the electrical in the building, the air conditioner, the plugs, the lights, everything that's associated with that, the power bringing from the street, running a separate sub panel over to this building, and tying and taking my man cave and my koi pond off of the system, and putting it on that one, and helping me put that board together, setting the panels and mounting the railings and everything on the roof. Looks like it's going to be right around 120, 125,000 baht. All the driveway stuff and stuff, I'm going to figure that separately, but I will keep a price together for the runway that's going to go in there. But I'm not associating that with the garage build. The garage build I'm kind of paying for. All that kind of stuff is going to come out of the house that's selling. If you've been watching me, my wife has her mom and dad's place that they gave to her here in Surin, and we're going to sell that. Put my million baht back in the Dave Wants a Harley fund, and then hopefully it's going to sell for somewhere between $1.5 million, 2 million, and I think we could build a little simple Thai style 2-bedroom house for about $500,000, and some concrete work in the fence. And I want to try to do it for that money that's coming out of there, and still try to have something for mom and dad, although they don't need it. I mean, they're part of this family, so they don't really need it. Let's see, did I miss anything? No. Okay, I'm not. I didn't miss anything. So the reason that I started it early was because he's been coming at 8:30. He had 4 guys yesterday. They're working on making it smooth. The door is in. The steel is done for the extra support for the solar panels on the roof, and they're going like gangbusters. Like I said, he had 4 guys here yesterday, and he getting here early. 8:15 he was here. So and then the solar man I went with over there because I didn't. Okay, I said it earlier. Some of you guys might have heard the controller that I was going to buy, 10,000 baht, 9,800 and something, came, and it was in a package this big, and it was a little notebook about this big that had 4 pages that you could write notes in. That's what I got for 9,000, and the 35,000 for the battery came in a box about this big with little plastic empty battery boxes, that you would have for like a little, computer system or something, the little bitty ones. 4 of those with the lids that had the plus and minus in the top, but nothing. They're empty. And so Lasada's reviewing it. It usually takes them 2 days. So I'll let you guys know what the end result. But that's like what, 40, 42, 43,000 baht, 45,000. I don't know. Anyway, it's a lot of baht. So hopefully they'll be done because it'll be day 2 today. So some around this afternoon sometime I should know. But I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's a fraud deal, so they have to, as part of their policy, honor that. But they're just doing their due diligence because most of the time on the smaller stuff that I've had that happen to, it's been like immediate. The pizza oven. Remember, I got the pen, the 9,000 baht pen, and that kind of stuff. So we'll see. Let me see. Now let me let Bear in. He's out there. Bear boy. There you go. Not much room in here, Jim. Got the air conditioner sitting here. And I bought a bunch of tools that you kind of see on that cart there, and then that's a 24,000 2-ton high inverter, high efficiency AC. So that's going in. And like I said, I broke it down. I didn't miss a nutter bolt yet on that building. Like I said, even the 1,000 baht bonus that I gave him and his wife, I wrote that in there as an expense on it. So we went yesterday, I went with more expensive panels. It was like 24,000 versus 20,000, but they come with a 20-year warranty. The guy's 20 minutes from here in Buriram. The controller he had, I paid about 2,000 baht more for that. He has it in stock. 200 amp hour batteries, which I thought was a good price, at 20,000 baht each. But I could have bought off of the internet, for 280 for 50,000, so another 10. But he only had these, but he's got them in stock. So he's gonna the cousin will come here and get his guys on the making smooth, and I'll be doing a video today, part 4 or 5, whatever it is, and then the solar man's gonna come here, get the roof ready and all that for him to do it. He's gonna take my truck, go over to the solar place, pick up the 720 watt or 50 watt panels and 2-sided panels. They're good ones. And the controller and the battery and some wire and the mounting hardware and all that. We went yesterday and hammered out a price of 82,500 for all that. And then he's got to get a little bit of wire. So it might be another couple thousand baht. But anyway, I'll have written that down. He'll come back here today. So by the end of the day, the solar panels should be mounted on the roof. He should have probably a third of the building rendered smooth. I got to go to Taiwazadu and pick up. They went yesterday and picked up 10. My daughter picked up 10 bags of concrete. That was all they felt safe putting in my truck, and he needs like 30 or 40. So I'll have to go back 2 or 3 times probably today to make it smooth. And then I'm thinking by the end of the week, probably have that. I'm hoping to get some paint. When I'm there, my wife has a cousin that works at Taiwazadu, and which is very convenient. And all she got to do is call and get prices, and it works out great. I'll go over there, pick out a color. The outside we're going to paint the same as the house here in Surin. The inside I'm just going to paint like a medium light gray. The floor is going to be a dark gray, probably epoxy, maybe not. I'd rather not put an epoxy. It's a pain in the ass to work with. It's the most durable, but I'd rather have some kind of a water soluble something on. It's only there just in case I spill some oil or whatever. It makes it so much easier to wipe up. So let's see. Breathing. Next time I see you, when you come here, Brock, we're going to do a little experiment. You come on over here to Surin, and we'll get you on a barefoot, standing in my garage in a puddle of water, and we'll see. We'll have some people there to revive you, but I'm just screwing with you, Brock. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know that much about it. I only know that the people that do know about it said that it can kill you. Now, does it have to be the perfect conditions and Mars has to be aligned with Venus and the sun? Maybe, but they said it can kill you. So I don't know. I trust what Brock's pretty smart guy. So if he knows, that could hurt you. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, I got to put this new feature on. StreamYard, is that what I have? StreamYard has a new feature here that if I click this button, any new comment that comes in now, I'll ask Logan to be the first. How's my microphone sound? February. Yeah, Lasada. I'll have one of those in the garage. But any new messages that come in or comments should automatically come up on the window. So if somebody types something in, we'll see if it works. And then that way you can kind of interact. I don't have to bring them up. We can see the comments as they come along, as it's going. Well, we'll see. Next comment that comes in. So the solar man's coming, and he'll take my truck, go over there, pick up all that stuff, come back here. So hopefully by the end of the day, a third of the building will be rendered. The garage door's done. Although Tommy had noticed, Dave, did you want those holes in the garage door? No, I did not. And what are you going to do? I was going to just have him replace it, but the solar man said he's got something that'll cover him up. I said, okay, that'll work. Audio's great. It didn't come up on. Oh, there it is. Very small. Can I make that bigger? Can anybody see that down in the corner? I can barely. I got to get in here. Who can see that? Somebody else type in a message. Come on, there's 13 of you out there. Somebody could just type in FU or something, and See, but that's awfully. I wonder if there's a way to. Let's see. Chat overlay lets you display live comments directly on your screen. Please note that some platforms like Twitch may have specific guidelines limiting display of comments from their destination, so make sure to reserve their policy. But can you guys actually read? Where am I at? Read that? Can you read that? Feet and hands are wet. Then we'll try it out on you, Brooke. You'll be the experiment. Next time you come here, I'm coming to meet you anyway. Before I croak, I got to. Me and Brock have known each other for what, I don't know, on through YouTube for 4 years, 5 years. I don't even know. Long time. Yes, but barely. I wonder if there's a way to. What is it? Not too. It's not too small. Maybe it just looks it to me. Let me see. Does this make a difference? No. That just moved me, right? How come how about that? It's huge on my screen. I can actually read it. What does it look like to you? Is it huge on yours? I'm on full screen. I'll do it. You better have some. I'll have plenty of beer. Hey, brother, how are you doing? How was that big giant screen? Did it change anything at all for you when I went to full screen from this? Is there any difference that you're seeing from this to this? Any different or the same? Hey, Daniel, how you doing? See, I can read it here. My whole 27-inch screen is a big giant me, and that small stuff I can actually see. I need a mind. Yeah, I know. It's like tiny, right? I can read that on the phone, but on the phone might be hard. Yeah, I don't know. But it didn't change, right, between the way what you guys are seeing right now and what you're seeing right now. Did it change at all? It might have only changed for me to go full screen for me to see it, but I can actually see it there. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Morning to you. So anyway, uh, so 4 guys here. Garage video. I'll do another one today. We should have at least a third of the building probably rendered by the end of the day. We went yesterday and found a solar place in Buriram, 20 minutes away. New top of the line 700 and something watt panels, 7 of them, but 6,000 watts, and the controller and the 200 amp hour batteries, 48 volt, and the mounting hardware to put it on the roof. And the reason that is because the controller that I bought off of Lasada for 9,800 came in a little package about this big, and it was a little notebook this big that had 4 pages in it in case I wanted to take notes. The 35,000 baht 300 amp hour lithium ion battery came in a box about this big, and it came with 4 little batteries. You would make a little battery for like your phone or something. 4 of those with no batteries in them, of course, just the plastic. So Lasada is doing their thing. I should know this afternoon. I should get my money back this afternoon. I'll let you guys know next live stream or put out a little short or something. But I don't know. Lasada's been good about everything. And like I said on that other thing that I bought, that tool deal, just so you guys know, I was going to go through all the things and try to get, it was 5,000 baht or whatever it was. And I said, you know what? I remember looking on my Chase Bank. There was a thing to dispute something. Went on there, clicked it, disputed it, put a little short thing on what the deal was and, what I got and all this kind of stuff. And boom, Chase said it'll be, the money will be back in your account in 24 hours. 24 hours later, boom, money was back in my Chase Bank. So if you do buy something like off of, I bought it off of Marketplace, and I've been pretty lucky with Marketplace. I think that was the first time, and I bought probably 200 things off there, cameras and lenses and all sorts of stuff. And that's the first time that I've actually got burned. So yesterday afternoon, my wife found this place in Buriram, really big. The guy's quite a character that owns it. He's going to be there for a million years. There's a year warranty on the controller, a year warranty on the batteries, 20-year warranty on the panels, and he's right there. Like I said, it's a whole family, big piece of property. He sells a lot of pump stuff, um, solar powered pumps. So he'll sell you the 3 panels. He'll build the controller for you. I don't even know. He probably has a cousin, brother, or somebody that'll put it in for you. And then he's got pumps that go in the pond to aerate and solar stuff. And then the place is huge. So, and he had panels as cheap as 16, and I paid 28, I think, or something for the 7. But I could only put in 9, and they were only 520 watt. But I can only put in 9 because the VOC was over. Them 10 of them put together went over 500, and that's not a good thing. So we did it this way. So it worked out within 3,000 or 4,000 baht of what I originally wanted to spend. So see how it goes. So he'll by the end of the day, I should have a video together on the doors completely put in and done, except for the holes, and making it smooth. Hopefully, he starts cleaning it out because I've got a compressor coming, a spray washer coming, a lot of big items coming for the garage. Haven't put a door handle on the door. See, I'm gonna put this up in somebody's comment. See, I can see these. Can you tell us about your bank? Do you keep multiple checking accounts in the U.S. in case one gets blocked? Do you use Weiss? No, I tried to go with Weiss, and for some reason they didn't like me. They opened it up, and then in 2 days they canceled it. So I don't have a clue. That was 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I've never had a problem with Chase. If you're not a premium member there, they'll transfer the money for free. Even if you're not a premium member, if you transfer 5,000 US dollars at a time, it's zero. They charge you zero. Anything else, they charge you $5 to do it. Bangkok Bank, I love. I've got 2 bank accounts in the U.S., one savings, one checking or whatever you want to call it, and then here I have 2 bank accounts in Thailand. But the main one is Bangkok Bank, and had them since I came almost 7 years ago and walked in off the street. Everybody in the world told me, "Oh, you're only here on a tourist visa. You can't get a bank account." Boom, boom, boom. The next day I had a bank account. So you always try to do stuff here in Thailand, because if you're in Bangkok, or if you're in Pattaya, or if you're out here in Isan, it's all going to be different what they want and what they'll do. Okay. It's up to whatever in the bank. It's up to whatever in immigration. It's always up to them. What if your Chase Bank gets locked while you're out of the country? What is the contingency plan? I have enough money here in Thailand to get through quite a long period. But the only problem that I could see, and I don't know what you mean by locked up. The only thing that I had in the past, somebody hacked my account, and what a pain in the ass that was with me being in the States, because that one account at the time that has my Social Security comes into that. I had numerous stuff going out and getting paid, which is all done now. So it's just basically my Social Security. So if somebody hacks that and they shut that account down, I don't know what I would have to do. A lot of paperwork, probably phone calls and everything else to open up a new account without me being there, and probably have to go ahead and tell everybody that I live in Thailand, and then have to fill out that Social Security deal once a year saying I'm still alive, I breathe and stuff, and make sure that I get keep getting my check. So that would be the only thing, because I got hacked before, but that was 9 years ago with Chase. I haven't had any problems, so luckily I don't. But I will try, probably now that you brought that up, I will try to, I will find out try to find out, um, contact Chase and say, hey, they know I spend a lot of time out of the country. How much time, they don't know, because when I've redone my cards and stuff like that, like I just had to redo my regular bank card, debit card, and then I have a credit card with them also, and the credit card expired. So I had to do that again. And now they traded me from one to a cheaper thing that I made more money on, whatever, on the credit card. So now they've got to send it here to Thailand again. So it wasn't such a big deal. I forgot to close that damn window. You can see that. There's that mark right here. Yeah, sunshine through my window. And but I will. I'm going to contact them and find out what happens if it is. But basically, I have enough backup, and I would suggest that to anybody anyway. Have enough money to live 6, 8 months in case of whatever, you know. So if you're, whatever it would take, I would have that much money in reserve. Yeah, private client. Yeah, exactly. There are nightmare stories where people have fly back to unlock their. It is possible. It could be possible. Uh, well, that's the way that I think they're trying to make everything, Social Security and everything. I think if I just want to stop my $210 or whatever they're taking out for my Part A, because I don't use it and I'm not going to use it. I paid for 5 years. I paid $100 a month or something for my Part D, and I just a year ago canceled my Part D, and I think I'm going to have to either. I might be able to do it on the phone. They don't know for sure with Manila. I might have to go to Manila just to stop that because I just don't see any reason. You have to pay penalties and stuff like that if I ended up back there, but I'll be dead. The only place I'm leaving, or the only way that I'm leaving Thailand is if they throw me out, I'll be kicking and scratching, but I can't see that happening. So I just don't see any scenario that I end up back in the U.S. Uh, I don't see it. So, like I said, I'm going to check on it and I'll let you know. I just got a notice the IRS sending me an extra 1,400 from unclaimed their funds, although they said, yeah, you know what? I heard them talking about Craig is boy. There's a lot of I watch a couple of the channels that deal with Social Security and the checks that they sent out and all that stuff from when they were sent during COVID. And boy, there people are bitching and moaning about all the government employees that got all that back pay like you did. They're bitching about them and saying, "How come we didn't get anything? How come this and that?" And that? I'm going, "Wow, man, these people will bitch about anything." I'm excited because I'm hearing that the stuff that they're going to sign is going to have that no tax on tips, the no tax on Social Security, and all those will be in it. That's all I care about. I don't want to pay taxes. I paid 2,500. I paid last year for some stuff that I have, and as far as my retirement and then Social Security. So I think if there's no tax on there, I won't meet the minimum with my retirement. I won't meet the minimum. So I think I'll be okay. But I was surprised how the people were just bitching that the government employees and shit are getting an extra bump. Yeah, whatever. I don't know which one it was. Part A, Part B. Yeah, the one. But is that what it is? 185. But I thought it was stupid. Why am I paying? I've been paying that because if you really think about it, okay, I got uh, I got 7 years times 12 equals times 185. That's 15,000 U.S. dollars that I've spent. Why? I'm not there. So did you cancel yours or no? You can do it via email. The stuff you were the one that sent me the stuff, right, Craig? That was you. My mind's gone. Um, all right, Robert. Have a good day. I sent it to them. They did answer, and what they did was they gave me a. In fact, let me pull it up, and I'll tell you exactly what they said because it took them a while to answer me. And I think the only thing you told me to keep it short and sweet on what you're saying. So what I said was, I'm remarried. My new wife has me on her insurance, so I don't need it. And let me see if I can find it here. It was a while back. That was my payment. Let's see. How do I go? How do I go? How do I go? How do I go? Oh, okay. Go back. Let's see. You know, iRacing. Um, but I was It took them a while, but I was surprised they did get back. I just want to make sure I'm not overstating what they said. But the basic gist was, here's the number to Manila. Was basically what they said. And how come I'm not? How come I'm not finding it? Okay, I did something wrong. Let me go back here. Back here, back here, back here. All right, let me try one more time here, and I won't bore anybody. But basically, that's what it said, and it gave me the number there. I think it was you in my mind. I'm so it scares me sometimes, but I'm almost positive it was you that sent me that. But now I'm looking on here, so I can't see if you're writing. Yeah, it was me. You're an idiot type thing. Come on, you got to be kidding me. Oh, maybe I'm shit. Okay, I'm missing. External. Okay, here it is. FBU from Manila. Thank you for contacting the Social Security Administration Federal Benefits Unit at the U.S. Embassy in Manila. Good day. Per your request, we have terminated your Medicare. Wait, get out of here. We have terminated your Medicare Part B insurance. Take note that the termination will take effect a month after the month of the cancellation. You will receive a notice and a new card for Medicare reflecting. Son of a bitch. I'm glad you said something. They sent me back another deal and it didn't pop up in my deal. Wow. Wow. So all I did, it was you, right, Craig? Craig sent me a form, and it was and who to send it to, and that's all I put on it. My information, and I've remarried. My new wife has insurance for me. I don't need it anymore. So son of a bitch, there's $185. I'll have to check. My next one comes. I'll see. It didn't reflect it in the last one, so maybe it will do in this one, which will be on the 3rd. So yeah, I sent you the form. I wrote that I live in Thailand. I didn't need it. Yeah, son of a bitch. So I don't know why that didn't pop up, but that per your request, we have terminated your Medicare Part B. Very cool. That's the one I wanted, right? Like, not A, right? B. Our A's already canceled. Wow, I got 185. Let's see. How much is that? Let's see. It was a 33. 185 times 33. 6,000 baht. Greg, come on down. I'll take you out for dinner here in Surin. And thank you. Craig's the best, man. I got to get to Craig's too. Gino said, Craig wants you to come. Craig wants you to come. I said, I want to go as much as he wants me to come. So I've got to try to regulate. I've been feeling a lot better, trying to get this garage done. So now I've been waiting too. The kids are the other one's graduated now. She'll be staying here in Surin. But the youngest one, who's 19, she's going back on first week of next month. So hopefully I'll be done with the garage stuff, and next month I will probably be getting in contact with you. It would have been a good time. Your wife's still in China, or did she come back? Would have been a good time. Cool. I still can't believe how small that is. There's got to be a way that I can make that bigger. Let's see. Media overlay. Is there a question mark? Overlay, blah, 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 blah. Recommended 10 max file size. Okay, that's a whole different thing. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. But anyway, wow, I learned something new today. So I've got an extra 185, extra 6,000 baht. Now that's hell. I can go on a little cheap 3-day weekend every month by myself. I can drive over to Koh Chang. So, in case anybody was wondering, this form that Craig has, And I'm sure that he'd be happy to send it to anybody that's in this group or his group, or go ahead and subscribe to his channel. All I did was put what he said, put the reason real simple. Like I said, he had suggested something else, saying whatever, I'm in Thailand, I don't need it or whatever. But wow, and that was, oh, I don't. Let's see if it says that was on May 2nd. They sent that back to me. So wow, huh? Son of a gun. I can't. I'm 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 totally freaking amazed. Let's see. Let's see. Hey Al, how you doing? Going all right. How are you doing? You were sickly, right? Did they fix your sickliness? Let's see. Craig saying the WP changed what? It's not extra. It was a should have been getting. All those who bitch about it had already been getting a full. Yeah, I know. It didn't make any sense to me, but they're bitching about it. It's like, how come they're getting something? What are we? Well, how come we're not getting anything? It's like me. I'd be totally happy with no tax. If I didn't have to pay that 2,500 a year for taxes, that's another one. You know, there's that's my vacation each year with the family vacation. You know, so you know it's only costing me that. What is it? I don't know. I'm horrible. 25 uh, times 33, 82,000 baht. Put in my solar system for 84. So that paid for that. But they were just on there. I've heard it 2 or 3 times on this one channel. I can't remember. The black guy, and he just does a bunch of stuff every day. I like him. He's pretty knowledgeable. But and he talks about all the stuff that they're doing in the government. But you know, they people. You know, I've heard it on 2 or 3 different channels. People bitch, well, how come they get this and how come we didn't get it? What are we getting? What are we getting? I'm going, the people got, as far as I'm concerned, they screwed you, Greg, and screwed everybody else. I mean, you should have been getting it. So let's see. The drugs are slow but surely bringing my. Ah, cool. Yeah, probably something you don't want to stop immediately, right? Far away, Fred. I don't know. I don't even know the guy's name. Let me see. Um, let's see. Let's see. YouTube. There's one Devory Darkins, and DevoryDarkins, and the other one is. Let's see if I can find him on here. Ron Yates, Ronyates, and you know they're mostly on the you know the Trump side of stuff, which I don't know, man. I keep on seeing stuff, and you know me, I don't like to talk too much about particulars, but you know I don't see what they're bitching about. You know, I guess I'll notice it down the road. I'm not the most, you know, I don't know a lot about politics and stuff like that, but the only thing I know that, and I'm neither Republican or Democrat or in the middle or nothing. Uh, I don't know what they're bitching about. The people elected this guy. They elected him on what he was saying, and he's only fulfilling everything that he said, which I can't say about the last guy. The last guy, I'm still waiting for the $200 to every Social Security person for the rest of their lives. I heard about that when he was running the last time. So the good, bad, or indifferent, orange hair or no orange hair. Uh, I'm curious to see how it ends up. Yeah, that's the guy, right? He's a pretty good dude. I like him. Um, but that's mainly watch him. The other guy I watch every once in a while. He puts out like I don't know 10 videos a day, and he's got a bunch of subscribers. I mean, he's got I think is it I don't know. He's got a bunch. He's not a bad guy, but you know they try to be you know in the middle, but he leans I think towards Trump, towards the Republican side. But like I said, man, I don't see it. We'll see what happens down the road. But the only thing I see is he's Hitler. He's bad for the people, but yet he's taking tax on tips. I don't know a bunch of multimillionaires that are working at the local coffee shop, slinging food and making tips. So I mean, I couldn't even imagine this no, on overtime. Forget about the rest of it. And all these union guys that are, most of them are Democrats. Uh, could you imagine? I could imagine all the overtime that I put in if I didn't have to pay taxes on that. Hell, the amount of money would be staggering. So I don't see, like I say, I try to be open minded about everything, and I'll talk to anybody about it. But people get so wrapped up that, oh, you're believing this, and you're no, I'm believing what I'm seeing. You know, everything that the guy has said, he's trying to make come true. So if that's listening to this side of the media or that side, no, I'm just what I see. And the main thing is saying he's only for the rich. Is he for the rich? Sure, he probably is. He's a multi-billionaire. So, but I don't see everything going to them. So we'll see what happens. Did they pass that? Because I heard that all three of them were going through at the same time. Right? The no tax, the no tax on Social Security, and the no tax on overtime. Where all three were in the bill that I heard passed yesterday, but I don't know. I'm horrible. Craig, I like his opinion because he's a pretty sharp guy. So is a bunch of people. Douglas is too. Everybody has their open to what it is. But like I said, I'm not a stupid man. I'm not a genius. But from what I see, I'm not listening to whatever. What I see, uh, he's not acting like Hitler. He doesn't look like Hitler. Uh, he isn't acting like he is only for the multi billionaires. So I don't know. I'll have to see. He's only been in, how long has he been in office? 130 days or something. I'm willing to give the guy a good hard look at. And I'd be the first one to admit if he does something stupid, which he's very capable of doing. Opening his mouth or doing something stupid. It is capable. So we'll see. It's separate, not Social Security yet. But what about the one from yesterday? They said it was in the one that they passed yesterday. It has to go back up again this week. I don't know. Craig probably knows. But as soon as that comes through, make sure you let me know when the. And I'm sure the Ron Yates or whatever will. Hey Rob, how you doing? Uh, uh, I'm sure he'll have something up. Is it true? Another YouTuber said that tourism is down. I don't see it. If it is, it sure is hiding it from me. I see people all over. Well, is it down 50% from high season to low season? Probably. We're running into rainy season. Me, that would be the perfect time for me to come to Thailand. Like they say, it's rainy season. It rained yesterday afternoon. It says rain every day for the last 7 days and for the next 20 days here in Surin. When did it rain? For the 5 days prior to that, it never sprinkled during the day. Middle of the night, poured for an hour or two. Did that for 4 or 5 straight days. Yesterday was the first time that it rained in the middle of the day. So, a lot of people I know. Chuck is on his way to Koh Chang. Koh Chang usually gets hit with a lot of rain come rainy season, low season. But that's a good time. I don't know. Rain don't bother me when it's 85 degrees out. Never bothered me when I would go to Hawaii. And it doesn't bother me here if you don't have to go outside. Well, lucky for you, you'll be inside eating and doing a video, right? Um, but only tips, huh? Okay. Yeah, I think so. Like I said, man, I'm open minded. I'm not gonna say he's the greatest thing since sliced bread, but from what I've seen, what he said to the people that got him elected, he's trying to come through on everything that he said, and I can't say that for the last guy because that's all I cared about. I wanted $200. I didn't really want it for me, but there's a lot of people like my mom, and so she only get $700, $800 a month in Social Security, from back in the way back days. A lot of people could have used that $200 bump that he just promised he was going to do. You bet. As soon as you bet, never saw shit. So we'll see. But yeah. So anyway, God, it's been an hour. I've been rambling already. I started early at 7:30, but just to bring everybody up to date, the controller that I bought, I got screwed on from Masada, not from Masada, from them. The 35,000 baht battery, I got a little box like this. So that's in dispute. I went yesterday with the Solar Man. We bought 20-year warranted panels, 700 and something watts, seven of them, 6,000. It was 6,000 watts. And the mounting hardware, a controller, 200 amp hour, 48 volt batteries. And he's going to come this morning also. That's why I started a little earlier. And he's going to do some stuff getting ready. He's going to take my truck, go get the panels and stuff, come back here, put the panels on the roof, mount them. The cousin had 4 guys here yesterday making the building smooth. So I will be putting a video out either this afternoon or tomorrow morning. Excuse me. And showing the building. The door's done. The metal to reinforce the roof is all done. I have an extra post in the middle of the garage now, but I'd rather have that than have any kind of problems with weight. And it doesn't really matter because my truck's in there. Half of the garage was already dedicated to the truck. So my area of working and everything in there hasn't changed. It's still about 11 by 21. So it's perfect size to roll that trailer in there, getting working on it. I have and I'll go over all the stuff that I bought too and how much that was. There's quite a bit of money in the stuff that I bought. I probably spent 30,000 baht on the welder, the rack for the welder, the tables, this stuff like this, and the tools and all that kind of stuff for there. Air compressor, the air compressor rolling cord, which has 30 foot of the good airline in it, all that stuff. I'll go over all that stuff. Um, yeah, you better hope he does now. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That I think was more of a wish than a promise. I know he promised it, but I know he wanted to. He wanted to. Uh, it's too hard to tax tips. Yeah, see, my mom paid. I said, Mom, why don't you just only claim like 10% of your? Oh no, that would be lying to the government. My mother was a waitress for 900 years, and she claimed every single dime that she made in tips. But now you don't have to worry about doing that, I guess. Hey, Mitch, how you doing, brother? Hope you're well. Great news, guys. Woke up at 3, and there was no extra bubble in my eye. Called the hospital and spoke to the emergency nurse. She said not to come to the hospital. Great news. Take care, everyone. Wow. No, I guess that's good. I don't know what it means, but it must mean something good. Hi, Dave. Thank God you don't have 150% your solar goodies. Imagine if you were in the U.S. Yeah, I tried to get solar panels 25 years ago in the high Sierras, and I wanted the government was giving away tons of dough, man, on at that time, whatever it was. But you had to call them; they had to come out, they had to go up on your roof, and they would do the calculations, and they said you don't meet the criteria, you don't get enough sun here. You'd have to build posts and do. So I never did it, but yeah, I mean, can you imagine 6.2 kW installed everything, and I'm doing a little bit of the work for 85,000 baht. It's just like ridiculously to me. Like I said, it's all relative, right? What you have for money, and it's good to hear from you, Pierre. I know I got to get up where you're at too. Uh, so I guess that's good news. Al says it's good news. Everybody else saying you're still face down. I think Dow will probably go and even though the doctor said, "Oh, she spoke in Thai," she said, "You need to lay face down for next 2 years." She'll have you laying face down. Don't play with me. You should be okay. That's good. Hey Ted, how you doing? Hope you're well. Um, so the solar's going to go in today, He'll take my truck. He'll go pick them up. He's going to install this up on the roof. Hopefully the make smooth he's done by the end of the week, and then I'll get paint and paint the inside. Then he'll come in, the electrician. 16,000 baht to put in a little sub panel to put in the main breakers to run me, I think, about 8 circuits around the garage, a complete plug-in on the outside for the trailer. I'm also charging the trailer off this too, although I could just roll the trailer out in the sun and I'd do the same. Air conditioner, 4 lights, a couple switches, and all the material, which I thought again was a very reasonable deal. 5,000 baht or 9,000 baht to run from the front of my property, I don't know, a football field's length back to the garage, run from the and tie into the converter with the grid power. Then 4,000 baht in material is all he's charging me to bring me a water line out there to run from the garage over to this man cave, tie into the man cave and my pond. So the pond and the man cave and the future 2-bedroom house will be on the garage. And like I said, we're looking, even with all that and all that stuff in there, somewhere around 120 to 125,000 baht for the garage. Doesn't include the solar. The solar's running between 80 and 90. So it's going to be around 200,000, 210 for everything, which again, I think is, you couldn't get the permits in the United States for a bathroom build, remodel for the money that I spent for this. Let's see. What am I missing here? What did Craig say? Saying Trump did not account for the Democrats sabotaging. Yeah, I'm sure that, like I said, man, it amazes me. And I've always been the same way because I don't like getting into political stuff because some people go off the deep end. I don't go off the deep end. I don't get riled up. I don't get anything. I feel I can be objective because whoever does the best for the country, from what I can see, that's my stance on stuff, right? But what I've seen in the past, and it doesn't matter whether you're Republican or Democrat, man, if the Democrats are in and the Republicans are not, and the Democrats come up with a bill, this is the best thing since apple pie, this is going to be so great for every single American, and the Republicans going, oh, but wait, the Democrats did that. No, and vice versa. They don't give a shit. They don't want to help each other. They don't want to do anything. I actually think that Trump wants to work together. Whether people believe that or not, I believe it. But the stuff I've seen in the past, the Republicans or the Democrats, without Trump in the picture, they don't give a shit. If it's the other side that came up with it, it's an automatic no. Or we're going to fight it and just tooth and nail and make it impossible for anybody to breathe. It amazes me. Dave, please, you might want to trim trees around the panel with the hell of winds that we're getting. Yeah, I don't have any trees or anything on mine. Somebody had asked about the wind. Had wind out here. I'm not going to have any problem with the mounting and the stuff. I beefed up the roof for weight and wind, so it should be fine. I hope. This talk stuff to text stuff does work. Yeah, except you got to look at it. You got to look at it before you push send. But let's see. But yeah, so that's the basic gist of what's going on. I started a half hour early. The cousin has had 4 guys here yesterday. They were starting to make the block smooth. The door's in, the roof's done, the extra support in the roof is done. The panels will go on today. I'm going to have him adjust the man door and put the door and lock on it because I have the air compressor, the spray washer, a lot of big items that I can store in there. I'll store them on one side away from the walls, and I got to paint the walls, paint the floor, but I can paint my half where I'm going to be and then move all the stuff over there and then paint the other side. And then I can lock it. and make sure the stuff don't get stolen. Because like I said, stuff that I bought for the garage, I probably spent 30, and I'll go over it and I'll look. I spent quite a bit of money. Hey Ron, how you doing? Yeah, party. Yeah, exactly. Uh, yeah, watch out for spelling. That's what it's saying. Like he's sending something that's supposed to say, "Yeah, I dislike you immensely," and it comes out, "I love you to death." So you just got to be careful what it says. But yeah, for sure. So anyway, so hopefully he's going to be here. I didn't look. You guys know that I tried to bring that up last time. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can bring up my camera. I had it attached to it somehow, but I don't know how the hell I did it, which is normal for me. Let me go to my camera. I can do it with QR code because I don't know the freaking I don't know the password and stuff on the to put it to bring it up on my computer on the 27-inch deal. Confirm. Log in. Okay, should have gone through. Come on. There you go. All right, let's log it in. Oh, they're here already. See, and what time is it? Let's say they've probably been here a while. Looks like they're moving around. Looks like there's I can't tell. Let me see if I can find this. Let me go back to here. Let me go back to here. Let me go present. Share screen. Share screen. Come on. New tab. New tab. Journal. Masada. Facebook. Oh, window. That's how I did it. Let me see. Browser can't access your screen. Capturing a different screen. Okay, okay. Um, I did it, so I know it can be done. I just don't know exactly how to. Entire screen. No window. Oh, here it is. Share. There it is. I know how to do it. It's amazing that I can just. You guys can't. Can you see it? No, no, you're on there. So there's the. It looks like the one side over there is done on the smoothing. You can see that we have some sunshine, and this camera is right on the top of the building that I'm sitting in. And what I dig about it is I can change it. Uh, let's go to Ubon Pond. Let's see if it comes up. Awesome, right? And I can move it around and stuff if I wanted to. Go to Serin, my pool. Ah, look at that. Let's go pool and pond in case the people. Let me move it. Let's see if I can move. Can I move it? I think so. Yeah, because I have it. Oh, I went too far. No, I went. You can. Yeah, really, they look hungry. Oh, went too far. A little bit. That worked. So anyway, I can go here and we can look at the fish. Uh, I can I can bore myself, right? Let's see. How do I get back to garage? There's the garage. So anyway, so I thought it was pretty cool. And this is my full screen 27-inch. And I get a pretty good view of what the hell's going on. That's the block I have left, but I think I'm pretty much done with the block. There's some more. That's what goes in my concrete. He puts in this. I call it hog wire, but like I said, I've had it. The next pour is going to be in front of the 9 foot, all the way out to about the end of that truck, and then round back into a 10-foot wide strip that's going to go all the way up to the right where he's parking. That's where the trailer's going to be. But then I'm going to pour it in like 3 pours because with the rain, I want them to form it up, get it ready. 6 a.m. have the concrete trucks here and pour it out, get it done. So if we do get a little bit of light rain in the afternoon, it won't be horrible. So anyway, I'm back. Hey Tip, how you doing? Hope you're well. Let's see, Bobby's here too. Wow, and JR's here. Let's see. Nice security. Yeah, I've got it on both places. Um, it's the only way to go, man. Especially with the koi and stuff like that, I can keep an eye on the fish from wherever I'm at. I can actually read. I have a program on my phone that on both the front pond and the back pond, I can tell the TDS of the water, the pH of the water, the salt content of the water, the temperature of the water, and all that in both ponds. And it's a program that's on the internet. It's a controller that has probes that go down in there into the water. So it makes it nice to be able to see. The cameras I have in Ubon are actually better since it was obviously a year and a half later after we built this house in Surin, so we got the best cameras they had. Thanks, Brooke. Hey, Bobby, are you here or are you on traveling? I tried to put my drone up yesterday to try to get some stuff on the garage, and I know you said there's a way to like jerk around it. I don't know if I'll get to that point, so I wanted to see if you were in town. I'd buy you lunch if you come over after lunch and put your drone up and take a little bit because I still don't have any drone footage of the house in Surin. Oh, you are okay. I'll buy you lunch if you want to go or whatever. It doesn't have to be today. To Because you said you could put the drone up right in a restricted area because I'm restricted by Surin Airport, uh, which basically I never planes come in once a day. I don't ever see any helicopters occasionally, but not much. But yeah, think about it and let me know. I got to tell you a story. So I go the other day when Gino was here, and he was eating with they had a exchange student that they had in the United States meet up with them at the Slive, and so I said, well, I'm going to go over to what is it, Flunky Burgers, Chunky Burgers. I go over there and I get inside, and there's an American guy there talking to a couple of Thai ladies, and they get their food and go. And then I said, "Where are you from?" and blah blah blah. And he lives in Buriram, anyway. And we come up. He subs the channel and talking for like 15 minutes. Right now, my order's been in for 20 minutes, but they had a lot of orders. Right. All of a sudden, the power goes out. I'm sitting there, and I'm going, "Oh, okay. Well, I'll probably still get my food." 10 minutes later, they come out. Now it's been 30 minutes since I've ordered. The power's been out for 10 minutes, and the guy comes out, and I think he was a little scared. I can't cook your food. So he gave me a Sprite. You can have that, and gave me my money back. I ended up going to because I wanted a hamburger, so I went to the Slive and had a hamburger, but it wasn't near as good as what is it, Flunky Burgers. You were able to get with a ton of questions, really? Yeah, because I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I mean, I've got mine here. I wanted to show you my case too. When I'm traveling on the bike, I use the little case, but I bought this case, and I think it's awesome. Oh, it's heavy duty. Okay, I'm back. Can you guys hear me? I guess I hit something with this box. Somebody let me know if I'm back. Junkie burgers. Somebody let me know. Can you hear me? Am I here? You're back. Okay, cool. I'll show you this because it wasn't that much money, and it has a bunch of it's a obviously you could jump up and down. It's made for the drone, and these deals. And I keep my paperwork in here, but it's made for. I got the 3 batteries and the charger out in the trailer, but I mean for as far as making sure it doesn't that little soft deal and size wise is perfect for the Forza. So, but it wasn't a bunch of money, but it's a nice case. It's not big, it's not heavy or anything. But if you're traveling in the truck and not on a motorcycle, it's nice. But I've been meaning to show you that for a long time. Logan says I'm back. Junkie burgers. Yeah, I couldn't believe it, man. And I was so in tune, ready for my food. I was hungry. It was like 12:30, 1 o'clock. I was definitely ready to eat. But it wasn't a ton of dough. I could probably go. Let me see. Can I go to Lasada? Let me go real quick to my orders again. Let me put in here drone. Okay. Now, am I coming up? Let me put just case. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Waterproof ones. Those are the ones I ordered for the for the kayak. All right. Let me go here. Got a lot of cases in here, but I don't know. Oh, here it is. Okay. $1,122. Let's see if they still sell it. Oops. Sorry, this product is no longer available, but there must be a way to. Let me go to Lasada again. Let me put what it says there. This case is on the second page, but I mean for $30, I thought it was reasonable. Let's see. Hard carrying case, portable, waterproof. Blah 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 blah. Huh? I don't know why it didn't let me. But anyway, let's see. Remote wireless. But anyway, it looks like you can pick it up somewhere around 1,200 baht. So I'm back now. But let's see. Careful not to let your battery sit overcharging as it will swell. You're talking about for the drone, Craig? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, they're not. The charger's just in there. They're just it's not plugged in. I gotta get them anyway because last time when I took this and used it when we went away, I just grabbed the case and didn't realize that the last time that I had it out, I was charging up the battery. So the only battery I had was the one that was in the drone, which was plenty. But I had to charge that up, and then while it was in the drone, and I had plenty of time to go. But yeah, I know. I got one here that I left in charge too much. These cheap batteries for the. You can see this one a little bit swollen. I've got 6 of these. It's the only one that's swelled, but the tips in alone. Let's see. Craig, yeah, I have a problem out with my battery. I think I'm closer to the airport than you are, so I should be able to do it. All right, cool. And maybe we'll try. I don't know if you guys are. When was the last time you were at Junkies? Yesterday? But I think you've been traveling, right? I don't know. I don't hear too much. I know you did that video on the gate and all that kind of stuff, and I saw a video came out the other day. I don't know when it was from. I didn't get a chance to look at it yet, but yeah, I know you had said that. I don't know. I'd be interested because I'd like to get. I know at one time I didn't give it too much time yesterday. I was busy, but I know at one time it started asking me a bunch of questions and that there might be a possibility, a way to circumvent it, but I never got that far. I'll buy you lunch anyway. But you guys, what are you doing today? Anything exciting? Ask the blonde-haired girlfriend or Jai, whichever one is there, um, what she has planned for you today. Yeah, there. I love my truck. I think it's the best thing that I bought here in Thailand, and I bought a lot of shit. But I'm happy about the solar stuff. Like I said, for if, if you have a electrician that works right, these systems are so freaking easy to put in, and like a 6,000 watt deal, you can get 10 panels, right, at 600, as long as that VOC is below. And I saw some that were 49.8 or whatever. But you can get the panel somehow, like even the way I did it with seven of the top of the line ones, and if you have somebody that can mount the stuff on there, mount them on there. All you do is they're clipped in the middle. So even if you had 5 panels, you come in one side, you put them together. They're this far apart. They have the stuff together. Clip other side of the panel, clip, and go around, and then turn these panels this way. So when you come into it, and then you've got 2 wires that you bring down to your controller and into a breaker and into the controller, and from your battery into a breaker and into the controller, and from the grid into a breaker into the controller, and you're out to your fuse box. It's same thing. So I mean, it isn't. Be probably a little bit more. I'd have to ask the solar guy a little bit more involved if you're trying to tie into a system like my house that already existed. He had a lot of work that he did on that. When I'm starting from this and I'm putting in my own breaker box and all that kind of stuff, man, it's a no brainer. And like I said, so you paid 90,000, $1,900 for a system, and you went from 3,000 baht a month to zero. I don't know. I don't know what the payback. I just like getting knowing when I'm sitting in some place and I got the air conditioner running and it's not costing me shit. I like that. Hey, Lewis, how you doing? I still got to get to you too. I'm hoping you're going to be there all next month, right? I have to make sure that I'm on the right. My mind isn't going soft. But the daughter goes back the first week. I'm waiting to finish this garage, and I'm hoping the second week of next month, sometime around the middle to end of next month. Yes. Okay. Cool. Good to know. At least I'm not going completely silent. Well, how come? Oh, my thing went away. My sharing screen. Let's see. Window. Oh, what happened? What happened? What happened? For some reason, why did I lose this? Oh, there it is. Okay. Let me try this again. Trying to get the garage deal to you guys. I don't know if Lewis had seen it, but let me try. I had it up there and I messed up and pushed some button here and lost something. There we go. There it is. Share. Okay. Now you guys got it. So that's from the top of my man cave uh, to that's the garage back there with the. Oh, shit. You guys got it back? That's the 9 foot door. Looks like they're starting to make the front smooth. Um, and then a man door on the left. And I am going to put this old hospital tank. If you look up down on the bottom of the picture, there's a what is it, ICB container that has the top cut off of it. That used to be my hospital tank back at one of the rental houses. I'm going to take that and put it on the right hand side of the garage there, and I got a bunch of filtration that I'd either bought or fabricated over there, and I'm going to put it on there, and then I'll put a few fish in there That way, if my wife wants to buy them, it's almost a given, man. If you go to um, if you go to a fish dealer, no matter how reputable they are, and this is in the past from 30 years of buying koi, they're always sick, man. There's always something. And they try their best, man. I know they do. And I bought from some really reputable koi dealers in the States. And they need to be isolated. Every time that I've taken a fish and, oh, they're clean, they're this and that, put them into my pond, all my fish got sick. So my wife sort of understands that now, that it's, we haven't had any fish do anything in the back pond in a year. They've just been happier than hell. And we haven't introduced any other fish. So when I get this, if she wants to get a couple of fish, we'll put them in there for 30, 60 days and we'll keep my eye on them. And it'll be nice. And in case anybody's wondering to that, let me go here and show you, if you haven't seen my koi pond. Let me see. Let me go to the pond. Where is it at? Living room, front yard, front road, pool. Where's pool and pond? There it is. This is my koi pond in the backyard. Uh, they're out scrabbling around. They're not hungry. That's a man cave right on the left. A little orange walkway goes back, and there's a sliding glass door, and I am sitting right behind that. There's also, in case anybody has seen before, let me go here. On the top of the man cave is a seating area, and it also has there's a fan and a light and everything else. A little barbecue you can see there, and it's kind of a cool place to go. And that's the property right on the other side of it. Um, it's kind of cool to go there and have lunch or at night and throw some food to the fish. But they but I haven't had any problem with that. So if I put that in over at the um, on the side of the garage, it'll be running off solar. It'll be I'll probably be over there every day. I might even eventually make this room something else and make that the man cave. I don't know. But it's an awful long way to go. It's easy for me to stumble out here in the morning, especially at 4 o'clock in the morning. All right, let me get out of this way, see if anybody's saying anything. Come on. There we go. There I am. All right. Was this? I don't think I did miss much, did I? Where are you going to go? You want to go meet for lunch at 11 or 11:30, or you want to come here? I missed what you were saying, Bobby. All right, Mitch. Okay. Thanks. Appreciate it. And maybe we'll go get something to eat afterwards. If you want to go to, did you get your junkie fix yet recently, or could use one, or what? Let me know. Whatever you want to do. All right. So anyway, it's been an hour and 30 minutes. Way longer than I had planned. They're over there working. I don't see the. I don't see the. I don't see the solar man. Let me pull that full screen on mine, and let me zip in. It looks like they must be maybe doing some inside and some on the other side. When I bought the concrete that you can see the bags inside the roll-up door, I bought him two of those plastic tubs. That one's junk, and I bought him a new one 3 or 4 days ago, and I bought him another one yesterday when she went to get those 10 bags of concrete. So I'm imagining because he had 4 people here, he would need that to keep, 2 guys going on each one guy mixing or helping or whatever. And that's why I'm gathering he needed another one. So I'll go check on them. We're eating before we go. Okay, cool. I will do the same. I'll be done with eating at 11. All right. Okay. So anyway, it's been an hour and 35 minutes. Hey, thanks everyone. We've gotten like 20, 30 new subscribers. So if you guys um, want to subscribe, anybody out there watching, please feel free, or like the video if you like it. Ask any questions that you want to, as long as they're respect to everybody, would be fine with me. I'll go up here to end stream. I like the thing, and I like this little thing. I wish it was bigger. This thing, I like it. When I put it full screen on mine, I can actually read it, and it's nice. You kind of interact, and everybody can see what everybody's saying, and not have to look at anything else. So anyway, everybody have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, and I will catch you on the next one.